Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about the SX Furian. It's a hollow body, single cutaway guitar, and this particular one has a rosewood fretboard. I have two today, actually, courtesy of Kurt from Rondo Music. I want to thank him for getting these out to me. I have one with a rosewood fretboard here, and the one to my right has a maple fretboard, and we'll hear what these guys sound like in just a little bit. These guitars really struck me when they came in. I looked at them. The workmanship on them is really high quality, and as of this filming right now, this review, April 2013, these guitars retail for $150 US. Now, we're going to go into the specs in just a little bit, and I'm going to show you more about what this guitar has to offer, but you can't buy a body and the neck of this quality for $150. On top of that, you get a very capable, functional, working guitar. Just absolutely amazing. Okay, now who is this guitar for? Well, if you're a beginner looking to get into your first guitar, this would be the one for you. Okay, it's not going to break the bank, and it's going to have everything that you need in a guitar. Sounds nice, plays very well. It's just a guitar that you're going to want to have as your first guitar. If you want to step up, maybe you have a worn and battered instrument right now and you're looking to step up a little bit, don't want to spend too much money, but still want something of quality, you're going to want to be looking at this SX Furian once more. On a third note, what if you're a gigging player? Alright, you always need a backup. I know this quite well. I always carry two guitars with me to every gig. Well, this is a very, very capable instrument for a backup if you're out in the working world playing. The only thing I think you need to do in order to do that is simply upgrade the tuning machines, and you'll probably do that anyway. I do that on all my instruments anyway, so that's no big deal. The pickups are absolutely fine. A lot of people think, it's a cheaper guitar, you probably want to change the pickups right away. You might want to, but you don't need to. What's actually nice about them is that you get a different sound from the mini single coil in the neck and the single coil in the bridge, but they sound like the same guitar. They sound like they come from the same body, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. It wasn't completely different worldly sounds. Real quick here, I'll just show you a little bit here. Here's the front of it. You can see that, and of course the back. And there'll be pictures a little bit later here while I talk about the specs, but I just want you to get a good idea and really check out the body, the ash body on this, and see how well that's done. Neck pocket is very tight. The fret work along the edges is very decent. You're not going to cut your hand up, as you're gliding across. There's also not a lot of buildup of lacquer on the neck, so that it doesn't have a real tacky feel. Okay, it's still pretty smooth. I can certainly appreciate that. So all in all, very, very decent. And what I'd like to do right now is also show you the maple fingerboard version. Same idea. Very well constructed. And the neck feels maybe just a little bit smoother because it's got binding. Alright. And what we're going to do now is just go over the specs a little bit and show you some additional pictures so you see what the Furian SX has to offer. The SX Furian features a traditional retro-styled 3-piece semi-hollow ash body that's mated to a maple neck with your choice of either a rosewood or a maple fretboard. Has 21 jumbo frets, chrome covered mini single coil pickup, and a standard single coil pickup as well. It's got a standard T-style fixed string through bridge with 6 adjustable saddles, passive volume and tone controls with classic blade 3-way pickup selector switch and chrome hardware. The width of the neck at the nut is 1 5/8. The neck radius is 13.7 inches and the overall scale length is 25.5 inches. Now, a couple features that really stood out to me as soon as I took it out of the box. Well, number one, I saw this ash body and I really looked over the workmanship of the neck pocket and just looking over the finish overall, and it just oozed quality. I was really impressed by that. The other thing that I noticed about this too when I plugged it in was the pickups, how balanced they were, how unified they sounded, even though they gave me a nice woody tone in the neck, more of a mid-range spark with both pickups, and then of course that spank back here in the bridge. You know, they seem to really kind of speak through the amplifier. I was able to be more sensitive with my picking attack. It responded well. Certainly not something I thought I was going to get out of an instrument at this price range. So that really took me back a little bit. The other thing is the neck. Now, the neck radius is 13.7 inches. All right, it's beefy. It's, you know, kind of like putting your hand around a tree trunk here. But that's good. If you have big hands, you're going to want that. You're going to find that comfortable, you know, rather than, you know, your normal maybe 9.5 inch neck. But what's even more is when you're bending, I found that once I got used to this, I was able to really dig into my bends, and I could really appreciate the fact that I could do that, and gave me a different feel, one that you may need to get used to, but certainly not something that's bad for the instrument. It actually worked out quite well. I found myself holding bar chords with equal ease and bending with equal ease. I found too that rolling back on the tone knob was pretty musical. You know, I could certainly make use of that, especially when I was using the bridge pickup. And if I wanted to take off a little bit of that high-end sparkle and I wanted to just roll it back and take off some of that bite, I could do that, and that worked out really well. I found that to be the best purpose for the tone knob, actually. The volume, I like to do volume swells when I play, and I found that that worked out really nice as well. It wasn't jumpy, it wasn't quirky. It was actually pretty smooth. The main thing is, how does this instrument sound? Okay, we're getting to that. Let's see what the maple and the rosewood fretboard SX Furian sounds like now in a variety of styles. if you like the tunes that you heard during the review, then you want to go over to www.rondomusic.com. Right below there. Go there, check out all the instruments that they have to offer. If you have any questions at all, you can contact Kurt right through the website. He'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.